According to a new survey, 6 out of 10 adults say that they have secretly travel quirks that they work into their hotel stays, but some of them may be sneaking things into their bag when they leave. Travel expert Jen is here to tell us exactly what we should be looking out for when we stay in hotels when it comes to impromptu grooming products. Good morning, Jenn Falik. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm great. So tell me about these travel quirks. People have a lot of quirky things that they like to look for when they stay and steal on their way out. Tell me what they're looking for.
Yeah, so Hyatt Place did a survey as part of their new There's a Place for You campaign. They found that 60% of travelers have quirky habits that come to life when they stay in a hotel. So right now I'm coming at you from a Hyatt Place right in Washington, D.C., over on New York Avenue by the U.S. Capitol. And mid-April, there's a location opening over on K Street. And one of the things that they found at Hyatt Place is super important to travelers is a free breakfast. 3 out of 5 travelers say that a free breakfast is the top amenity they look for. And for me, one of my travel quirks, when I'm on the road, I always like to indulge in a giant breakfast, something I probably would never have time or the energy to create at home. I love taking advantage of when I'm traveling. So I was down at the Hyatt Place AM Kitchen Skillet this morning, filling up a big plate of healthy options. When you're traveling, you're usually very busy, whether it's work or vacation with your family. You need to fuel up in the morning. So travelers definitely appreciate that. Something else that this survey discovered is that 2 out of 3 travelers forget an essential item when they are on the road. For me, it was a toothpaste this time. Razors, toothbrushes, toothpaste are the most common. So Hyatt Place has an odds and ends program where they've stockpiled all those items that they know we're forgetting, and you can just pop right downstairs and pick up what you need, which is great. I went right down to the host stand, got my toothpaste, and woke up this morning much fresher breathed as a result of it. So that's another, it's good to know no matter how much someone travels, they're still forgetting things. A lot of us are doing it. A comfy, cozy bed is also a key amenity that over 50% of travelers feel is so important. You can see, here's the comfy, cozy bed that I slept in last night. A good night's sleep in a hotel is key. And a roomy room is also super important. You can sort of see I've got all this space behind me. 1 in 5 travelers like to make time for some me time when they're on the road. So it could be a quick workout. Last night I spread a yoga mat out in my big roomy room and did a 20-minute workout. I like to find workouts online. I print them out before I go and I stick them on the dresser. Holds me accountable if they're printed out, like I actually have to finish them. Or if you want some spa time, I brought a paper mask, which is a big Asian skincare trend that's now come over to the U.S., where these great sort of pre-filled single-serving masks. Put one on, I stretched out back there in my cozy corner on the couch and enjoyed 10 minutes of not being bothered by anyone, which I think for all of us, we can appreciate that because it's typically a rarity. So those are just some of the secret travel quirks that we all indulge when we check into a hotel.
It is sort of, your chance to live like a celebrity. No matter what hotel you're in, you can just spread out and take that room for yourself and a little quiet time as well. Tell me about like the soaps and whatnot. Do people really look for that when they're looking for the hotel to stay in?
I think that those kinds of amenities are important to people. I also think that just having the time to take care of themselves and to groom and to pamper is what people love about staying in a hotel. You don't have all the responsibilities necessarily that you do at home. You don't have to clean up after yourself. So if you indulge in like a deep conditioning mask in your hair and then you lay down on the pillow, you don't have to feel stressed out that you've got to do full laundry right when you wake up the next morning. I think that the opportunity and the space to pamper a little bit is really important to people, and if that just happens to be with some great amenities that you find in your room, it's fun to try new things. I keep a travel bag packed of toiletries with little sample sizes and products that I collect that I don't always have a chance to use at home, but when I'm on the road, it's fun to be able to give them a try.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Jen, for telling us exactly what people are doing in their hotel rooms when they're staying on the road. Now, I want you to turn to your in-room TV and watch News Channel 8. So that's my tip to you. Thanks so much, Jen.
Sounds good. I'm right on top of that. Thank you so much. And for more, check out HyattPlace.com.
More Let's Talk Live's coming up. Stick with us right here.